Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala, I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. Dear student, last time we learned about the Golgi body, we learned about cell wall, then we learn about microscope. Okay, today we will learn about mitochondria. Dear student, mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. In that ATP is formed. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so we will learn everything one by one. After mitochondria, we will learn about the plastid. We find so many colorful plants and flowers are there, that is because of plastid. Okay, so that also we will learn in detail. Mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria have two membrane covering. So mitochondria has two cover are there, and it is called the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. The outer membrane is porous while the inner membrane is deeply folded. So two are there. One is porous and the other is what? Deeply folded. Inside of it is folded. These fold increase surface area of ATP generating chemical reaction, and because of this folded, the surface area is increases. Okay, and because of that reason chemical reaction occur. Dear student, if you take any chemical and pour on the tiles and another chemical you pour on the tiles, then what happen? The reaction not take place easily. But same thing you take in the one beaker, both the chemicals you add, then what happen? Reaction occur. Why? Because surface area is increases. Okay, contact between two chemicals are increases. Surface area in the case of what? Surface area of contact of two chemicals are increases, and because of that reason reaction is become a fast. Same way here what happen? As it is a folded, reaction is becoming more and more fast. This fold increases the surface area of ATP generating chemical reaction. The energy required for various chemical activities needed for life is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP molecules. Dear student, always remember that whatever energy is produced, that is produced in terms of ATP, adenosine triphosphate molecule. Okay. ATP is known as the energy currency for the cell. So whatever energy is produced, that is formed in the form of ATP, and because of that reason ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. The body uses energy stored in ATP for making new chemical compound and for mechanical work. So body use the energy from ATP to do the mechanical work as well as to make the new chemical compounds. Mitochondria are stored organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Okay, they have its own DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and ribosome is used to synthesize the protein. Mitochondria are able to make own protein. So two things is important. First is that mitochondria has its own DNA and mitochondria is able to make the protein. Dear student, we are going to learn about the plastids. Plastids are two types. Leucoplast means it has colorless. You find that some flowers are white in color or they have no color are there, means colorless are there. So therefore that leucoplasts are responsible. Somewhere you find the green in color, that is because of the chlorophyll, that is called chloroplast. Okay, and some colorful plastids are there, that is called the chromoplast. So one by one we will see about the plastid. Plastid are present in plant cell. There are two type of plastids: chromoplast, that is colorful color plastid, and leucoplast, that is a white plastid. Chromoplasts containing the pigment chlorophyll are known as the chloroplast. Dear student, we know that chlorophyll is responsible for the photosynthesis reaction as well as plants are looking green, that is because of what? Chlorophyll. And chlorophyll, in that what is present? Magnesium is present. Okay. Chloroplasts are important for the photosynthesis in the plant. Chloroplasts contain various yellow or orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. So it is not compulsory that it has only green color. It has also yellow and orange type of pigments are also there. Okay. Leucoplasts are the primarily organelle in which the materials such as starch, oil and protein granules are stored. Okay, so leucoplast is primary organelle in which the material such as starch. Starch is what? Whenever potatoes are there, we remove the upper cover. Okay, that inner side are there, that is totally made up of starch. It is also a long chain of simple carbohydrate. Okay, and it is very complex. Oil in that we can say that it is a long chain of lipid, fat. Okay, and protein Protein we already know. Okay, protein granules are stored. So what is the function of leucoplast? It stores the starch, oil and protein. The internal organization of the chloroplast consists of numerous membrane layer embedded in the material called the stroma. So stroma is present inside of the plastid. These are similar to mitochondria. Plastid have their DNA and ribosome. Same way plastid has also their DNA and the ribosome. Hello student, we are going to learn about the vacuoles which is present in the cell. In plant cell it is present 50 to 90%. We are going to learn about the cell division. In that we are going to learn about mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so we will start. Vacuoles. Vacuoles are the storage set for the solid or liquid contents. Okay, so for solid and liquid it is the storage sacs. Vacuoles are small size in animal cell, while plant cell have the very large vacuoles. The central vacuole of the some plant cell occupy 50 to 90% of the cell volume. Okay, so plant cell in that size of the vacuole is more, it is almost about 50 to 90%. Whereas in the case of animal cell, the size of the vacuoles is very small. In plant cell, vacuoles are full of cell shape and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Okay, so it contains sap. It has a tasty nature because in that some carbohydrate is present, and it provides a turgidity and flexibility to the cell. Many substance importance in the life of the plant cell are stored in the vacuole. So many important are like protein, amino acid. Okay, they are stored in the vacuoles. These include amino acid, sugar, various organic acid and protein. Okay, so many amino acid are there or sugar are there. Sugar means what here? Carbohydrate or saccharide. Sugar, whatever we are using at home, that is what? Sucrose. Okay, organic acid, in that the acid which are obtained from the plant or animal. So suppose fruit, from that we get citric acid, tartaric acid. Okay, or from the animal like honeybee. When honeybee bites us, at that time it sends the one acid that is called maltine. When ant bites us, then it sends the formic acid in our body. So organic acid as well as protein. In single celled organism like amoeba, the food vacuole contain the food items that amoeba has consumed. So amoeba when eat the food, that food will stored by it's stored by the vacuoles. In some unicellular organisms, specialized vacuoles also play important role in expelling excess water and waste material from the cell. So whenever extra amount of water, whenever the amoeba or some unicellular organism want to leave excess amount of water, at that time some specially vacuoles are also play the major role. Dear student, we are going to learn about the cell division, and cell division are two types. One is the mitosis and other is meiosis. The process by which the new cells are made is called the cell division. There are two types of cell division. One is mitosis and the other is meiosis. Mitosis, the process of cell division by which most of the cell divide for growth, is called the mitosis. For the growth, if the cell is divided, then that is called the mitosis. In this process, each cell called mother cell and divide to form two identical daughter cell. Okay, so in this what happen? In this process, one cell that is called mother cell, and if by the division it produces two other cell, that is called the daughter cell. The daughter cell have same number of chromosome as mother cell. So chromosomes are same. Okay, remember here chromosomes are same. It helps in the growth and repair of tissue in the organism, and because of that reason it is very helpful to repair the tissue in the organism. Now dear student, you remember about the meiosis. In that chromosomes are become a half. Okay, and it is mainly related with the reproductive organs. Okay, male and female gametes. Meiosis, specific cells of reproductive organs are tissue in the animals and plants divide to form gametes, which after fertilization give rise to the offspring. Okay, so because of male and female gametes are combined and whatever offspring is formed, okay, in that the meiosis play the major role. They divide by a different process called the meiosis. Okay, so they divided whatever the process, that is called meiosis, which involves the two consecutive division. In the two consecutive division are there. When a cell divides by a meiosis, it produces 4 new cell. Okay, so from one cell we get the 4 new cell, and in that number of chromosomes are half. Thank you so much.